Welcome to Lingua Latina, Chapter 16, Lesson 2, Exercises. So here we have practice with the deponents I spoke about at the end of the last lesson. These are passive-looking verbs that are translated actively. In context, you'll be able to tell that they're translated actively because you won't have ablative of agents with them, ob somebody or by somebody. So what you just need to do is get better at your passive endings, because these you'll be practicing now. So ari as an ending for the deponent would not be to be, or like laudari would not be to be praised. If it were deponent, laudari would just be to praise. And the same thing, like if laudara were a deponent verb, laudatur would just mean he praises, they praise, praising. So the participles are the same. So you'll see here that vereri is the same as temera, to fear. Temera means to fear, vereri means to fear, not to be feared. Veretur means he fears or she fears, the same as timet. And verentur means they fear, the same as timent. Verens and timens, notice that in the participle, present active participle, you get an active form. There's no passive form. So let's try this. In portu necesse, in the port, it is necessary to wait for the wind. So here we need the passive infinitive. And the passive infinitive of this verb to wait for, operiri. Okay, it would be operior, operiri. So this is a fourth conjugation verb. Nautai ventum secundum. Now we need the third person plural passive. And what we need for this, the sailors wait for a good wind. Operiuntur. Okay, give the rest of those a try. Let's go to exercise number 5. Here we have ablative absolute number 2. The first one was with adjectives. So with this thing happening, or while this thing is going on. Here we have the same idea, with or while something is going on, but now we have it with the participle, unte and untibus. So the example here, Julius counts his coins while Amelia watches, or with Amelia watching. You can often translate the ablative absolute with. So sol, here we have while the sun is rising, the ship sets out with many people watching. So let's try. So with the sun rising, we need both ablatives, singulars. Sole oriente. The ship sets out. Now we need the plurals, plural ablatives, with multis. Homo hominis is a third, so we need hominibus. And the all participles are also third declension, so we need spectantibus as the ablative plural. And now we have that with the teacher reciting, the students go to sleep. Magister, if you remember, is one of those second declension nouns that ends in R. So it declines just like servus, so it's magister, magistri, magistro, magistrum, magistro. So the ablative singular is magistro, not magistre, as if it were a third. So magistro, with the teacher recitante, reciting. While the teacher recites, the students go to sleep. Okay, let's try exercise 6. We have a vocab exercise. You know the drill. Practice your vocab. The first part is, what is the lower part of the ship? Well, remember from our reading that it is the pupis. The pupis is the lower part of the ship. And there, who sits there? The gubernator, the helmsman. Gubernator ilik sedet. He is the guy, the sailor. He is the sailor who, what does he do to the ship? He gubernats. And our word governor comes from that word. And let's try the last one. Exercise 7. Ubi sedet gubernator et quid agit. Where does the helmsman sit and what does he do? Gubernator in pupi sedet et navem gubernat. He sits on the poop deck and steers the ship. Navem gubernat. Bene. Give the rest of those a try, and I'll see you in lesson 3.